Exploring the Bible and the African people's history. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, we embark on an intriguing exploration of a lesser-known aspect, the Bible and its insights into the origins of African people. A sacred text that has profoundly shaped cultures and religions throughout millennia, the Bible harbors significant information about the African people's origins. Let's delve into the sacred scriptures. Uncovering obscured facts, let's discover the biblical roots of Black and African peoples. It's noteworthy that the people of Israel resided in Africa for an extended period as slaves in Egypt. The Bible, surprisingly, sheds light on the origins of African people, including their melaninated kings and queens. According to the sacred scriptures, all contemporary peoples trace their ancestry back to Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This applies to blacks and other dark-skinned ethnic groups, with their lineage originating from Ham, one of Noah's sons. Ham, brother to Shem and Japheth, represents the ancestor of African and black peoples in the Bible. The term Hamitic originally referred to the descendants of Ham or Canaan, one of Noah's sons. After the flood, Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, along with their families, were tasked with restarting humanity. Ham, specifically, is identified as the ancestor of African peoples in the Bible, often associated with Africa, as depicted in the book of Psalms. Interestingly, various interpretations of Ham's children point to African countries and regions. Ham's descendants, including Cush, the father of several African nations, and Mizraim, the father of ancient Egyptians, are highlighted in the text. It's crucial to note that the term Ham in ancient languages means burned or dark, referring to the skin tone of his descendants. Between verses 6 and 4 of Genesis 10, additional information about Ham's lineage, also known as the Hamitic peoples, can be found. If you want to attract money easily starting today, check a link in comments below to know the shocking wealth secrets revealed by rogue NASA scientist. Ham's descendants include Put, also known as Phut, and Canaan, the father of the Canaanites, representing a distinct region and people. It's essential to understand that Canaan's identity is separate from Africans. Sons of Cush include Havilah, Sabta, Sabta, Rama, Sabtika, and Nimrod. Nimrod, during his reign, founded cities, including Babel, and ventured into Assyria. Additionally, Mizraim, the firstborn son of Ham, gave rise to the Lud, North African peoples, including the Anam, Lim, Nok, Pusim, and Qasim, from whom the Philistines and the Penni descended. The descendants of Ham encompass diverse nations and peoples, including the Ethiopians, tracing their lineage to Cush, as well as the inhabitants of Nubia, known in ancient times as the Kingdom of Cush. These nations, including Cush and Nubia, showcase the rich history of African peoples. Nimrod, the rebellious son of Cush, is considered the progenitor of the Samaritan people, and there's a belief that southern India's native peoples are descendants of Cush. Other African descendants include Malians, Atrians, Kenyans, Congolese, and Bantu from Gabon. The term Cush is often linked with Ethiopia and Africa in the Bible, with its literal meaning being Ethiopia or black. Cush, the father of Canaan and Mizraim, holds significance in the histories of many North African peoples, including the Berbers and the dark-skinned Tex. Semitic peoples such as Arameans, Arabs, and Israelites consistently refer to Egypt as Mizraim in various ancient languages like Aramaic, Arabic, and Hebrew. It's intriguing to note that Ham, the ancestor of all African and South Indian peoples, lived an exceptionally long life, witnessing up to the 5th and 6th generations of his family. Similarly, Shem, living around 600 years, reflects the extended lifespans of that era. While there's no precise confirmation of Ham's lifespan, it's presumed he reached the 600-year mark like his brother. The exact location of Ham's tomb is uncertain, with theories suggesting Ethiopia, Nubia, or even Egypt, adding an element of mystery to this historical inquiry. The Book of Jubilees contributes additional details about Ham's old age and events involving Noah's family. The exploration of the Bible and the history of African peoples unveils a captivating tapestry of heritage and civilizations, providing valuable insights into the roots of one of the world's most diverse and culturally rich continents. Exploring three lineages, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. In an ancient Jewish manuscript believed to be valid during Christ's era and earlier, it is reported that Ham strongly disapproved of his youngest son Canaan's decision to settle in the land of Shem, now recognized as Israel. Canaan's intent to claim those lands for himself was met with disapproval not only from Ham, but also from Canaan's brothers, Cush and Mizraim. In the Book of Jubilees, they express their disagreement with Canaan's choice to dwell in the region associated with Shem. Despite being urged by his father and brothers to leave the land reserved for the descendants of Ham, Canaan defies their wishes and continues residing in that territory, disregarding familial counsel. The Book of Jubilees also notes that Ham, post-flood, founded the first city and province, naming the city after his beloved wife, Malus. The Bible unfolds the diversity and richness of African history, highlighting the significant contributions of African peoples to global civilization and culture. Transitioning to the origin and migration, let's delve into the lineage of Ham's descendants, tracing back to Noah's sons in Genesis 10. Ham, considered the forefather of various African peoples, had sons associated with regions such as Nubia, Egypt, Libya, and Canaan. This genealogy serves as a foundation for understanding historical connections among the peoples inhabiting Africa and the Middle East, emphasizing the diversity and interconnection of these societies through generations. Abraham's migration, a pillar of Abrahamic traditions. The migration of Abraham, a fundamental element in the narratives of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, sees Abraham leaving his homeland in Er of the Chaldeans, modern-day Iraq, as called by God. His journey to Canaan, where God promises to make him the father of a great nation, symbolizes obedience and faith in divine promises. This migration marks the onset of the unique relationship between God and the Hebrew people, setting the stage for future events. Joseph's migration to Egypt, betrayal, resilience, and divine providence. The captivating narrative of Joseph, sold as a slave by his brothers and rising to prominence in Egypt through his ability to interpret dreams, significantly impacts the history of the Israelites. His presence in Egypt becomes a pivotal factor leading to their enslavement and eventually the Exodus under the leadership of Moses. These biblical stories provide crucial insights into the origin, migrations, and interconnections of African and Middle Eastern peoples, forming the historical and spiritual foundations of Abrahamic religious traditions. Understanding these narratives fosters respect, tolerance, and appreciation for the cultural heritage of African peoples, contributing to the collective knowledge and harmony among diverse communities. As we conclude our exploration into the Bible and the history of African peoples, we unveil a tapestry rich with heritage and civilizations. Through the sacred scriptures, we've uncovered a narrative that not only sheds light on the origins of African people, but also celebrates their diverse contributions to global civilization and culture. From the lands of Nubia to the ancient cities of Egypt, from the descendants of Cush to the migrations of Abraham and Joseph, these stories intricately weave together the fabric of African and Middle Eastern history. They serve as pillars of the Abrahamic traditions, guiding millions in their faith and practice to this day. By understanding and appreciating these narratives, we foster respect, tolerance, and admiration for the cultural heritage of African peoples. Through sharing knowledge and embracing diversity, we strengthen the bonds that unite us as a global community. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. May our exploration inspire continued learning, understanding, and harmony among all peoples. Until next time, stay curious, stay enlightened, and keep exploring the rich tapestry of our shared history. And if you want to attract money easily starting today, check link in comments below to know the shocking wealth secrets revealed by rogue NASA scientist.